Why did he say that via the government's Auckland City deal, he's, quote, working constructively with Auckland Council, end quote, when he hasn't bothered to consult them on a major infrastructure project that Aucklanders will be expected to pay for?
Madam Speaker, I'm not sure where the member is getting the information in regards to these questions, but the Auckland City deal was actually approved by the governing body of the Auckland Council, which includes all of the councillors. It included a significant amount of input from those members through the Mayor and the Chief Executive. And so to say that they have not been consulted is simply not the case.
Supplementary. Is a commitment to tell Auckland Council about the government's decision on a second harbour crossing at some point really setting the, quote, new standard for collaboration between central and local government in New Zealand, end quote, as he promised?
Well, look, again, Madam Speaker, I'm not sure where the member's going. If she's not wanting to see constructive dialogue happening between central government and Auckland Council in regards to significant infrastructure projects that will change the game in regards to economic growth and prosperity for our largest city in our country, then I'm not sure what she is pushing for. On this side of the House, we're focused on ensuring that we get certainty around such significant projects, which will drive economic growth and productivity, and we're working our way through that constructively with Auckland Council.
Supplementary question.
Honourable Chris Bishop.
Can the Minister confirm that the New Zealand Transport Agency has met with the Mayor, the Deputy Mayor, senior council staff and a variety of Auckland Council family organisations over many months and years to discuss the additional Waitemata harbour crossing, and that will continue because ultimately it is a project in Auckland?
Madam Speaker, I absolutely can, and I can even send the member a photo of the Mayor and the Ministers underneath the Auckland Harbour Bridge when we were taking a look at it together and talking about the opportunities to be able to develop what is a strategic asset. It's absolutely ridiculous to suggest that these conversations are not happening when they are, and that type of context which isn't aligned with the reality is not helpful.
Supplementary question.
Honourable Carmel Sepuloni.
Is Councillor Richard Hills correct that Auckland has been excluded from a conversation about its own future? And how does that represent, quote...
yeah, there is, and actually I noticed that everyone answered that question except for the Minister, so I would encourage the member to ask that question again, and all members quiet. Thank you.
Is Councillor Richard Hills correct that Auckland has been excluded?
Honourable Chris Bishop is trifling now. I encourage the member to be quiet. Honourable Carmel Sepuloni.
Is Councillor Richard Hills correct that Auckland has been excluded from a conversation about its own future? And how does this represent, quote, working constructively with Auckland Council, end quote?
Well, Madam Speaker, what I can confirm to the member is that Councillor Richard Hills does sit on the Auckland Council, and the Auckland Council approved and endorsed the city deal for Auckland. So to imply that he was not consulted is some bit of mathematics. It probably only adds up on that side of the House.
Supplementary question.
Honourable Carmel Sepuloni.
Is it his view that consultation simply means telling Auckland Mayor Wayne Brown what the government intends to do? And how does this meet his promise to deal with Auckland, quote, based on a foundation of mutual respect, end quote?
Well, Madam Speaker, it's been a long Thursday, as you can see, on that side of the House. But the reality is that on this side of the House, we're about putting together a constructive arrangement with certainty to deliver between central government and Auckland to create prosperity, to create jobs, to create economic opportunity for a third of New Zealand and 40% of our GDP. When Auckland does well, New Zealand does well. And a little bit of advice for that member, she should get in behind and support our work.
Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Does he stand by his action to support move-on orders to help reclaim the streets of Auckland for the enjoyment of people who live there, who work there and who visit?
Well, Madam Speaker, absolutely. The move-on orders are about keeping our city safe and free from anti-social behaviour. And we know that that behaviour that we have been seeing in the city centre of Auckland is unacceptable and holding Auckland back. And if you ask Aucklanders about what they want in their city, they want safe communities, they want safe streets. And on this side of the house, we're a government of law and order and delivering those outcomes.
Supplementary.
Honourable Carmel Sepuloni.
Why did the government sign the Auckland City deal only 2 months ago when it clearly has no intention of following it?
Well, Madam Speaker, I mean, it is very disappointing to hear one of the senior members of the opposition party speaking so negatively about certainty for our country's largest city, the economic engine for this country, a deal in which creates certainty, growth, economic prosperity for 1/3 of New Zealanders. Again, on this side of the house, we make no apology for ambition for our biggest city, and we will continue to deliver.
Honourable Chris Bishop.
Can the Minister confirm that in relation to the Waramata Harbour crossing, the Government's position is clear that it needs to be done in conjunction with Auckland Council and also, if they can put their grown-up pants on, the opposition, so that a decision is made in the national interest?
No, the member's entitled to ask a question but not take a swipe at the opposition while he's doing it.
Madam Speaker, yes, and that's why.
Yeah, no, I've actually, that was not a relevant question. Thank you.